So, welcome to the Honey Pot.
Thank
you
you
for
for
having
us.
My name's Abby Tarpey. I'm a video editor and interviewer here. So, if you guys could just introduce yourselves.
Yes. I'm Amalia.
I'm Raina.
And I'm Gabriella.
And we're Triple Charm. We're three sisters who sing, dance, and create content on social media.
Amazing. So, if you guys could kind of talk about like your journey into music, kind of how you've gotten to where you are now.
Yeah, so we all three grew up surrounded by music. We actually all started dancing at the age of 2. So music has always been a big part of our lives. And then in 2019 was when we officially decided to form Triple Charm. We were all going to a singing competition called the World Championships of Performing Arts. And we were all going individually. So we were like, might as well go together. Why not? And we just fell in love with performing and singing together,
And the process of like practicing together while we were getting ready was super fun. We had cleared out our whole living room and set up mirrors, so we had like a whole practice space. And it was great. We loved practicing together. So then we were like,
from that moment we knew.
With you guys being sisters, how does that affect you as musicians working together?
I feel like it makes the process actually easier because if you have an idea or like a spark of, oh, I feel like I should do this, or oh, I want to change this lyric, or you could just hop on to the next room and just see your sisters and say, hey, let's write a song, so it's very fun and
definitely a lot of advantages to working together
and living together.
Does it feel like you're always working then? Or is it more of like you guys have hours and kind of like sister time at other times?
I'd say I feel like our work is very much like our like fun. So we're lucky in that way. It doesn't really feel like work, but there are times like at the end of the day when we're just watching TV and it's like, that's definitely, we're just sisters at that point. We're like binge watching TV.
I love that. And being like a girl group, a girl trio, how do you want your music to inspire your younger female fans?
That's a great question.
So our goal since we started the group was to always spread a positive message. And I think female empowerment is something that's very important to us. We've grown up around so many amazing women that have inspired us. And so our goal is to just inspire young girls to go after their dreams and work hard.
You can do it.
And speaking of your fans, you not only touch your fans with your music, but your other art forms such as dance. So how did you guys get into dancing?
So Amalia, she was the first one to start dancing. She was the pioneer of the group. She started at the age of 2. And so then me and Gabby, we just grew up in the dance studio, followed in our footsteps. And we had our first trio where we competed on stage together when Gabby was only like 2 years old. And we pulled her out on a little pink wagon to the song
adorable.
We Are Family by like Alvin and the Chipmunks. And it was great. So from then on, we were
just
on
dancing.
And I'm sure that with dance and music, that's already a lot of art to handle, but are there any other artistic mediums that you guys are interested in?
We would absolutely love to get into like traditional media, like TV and film, I feel like everyone has that dream when they're littler, like, I just want to be a movie star, I want to be on the big screen, but it's like, that would be so cool. And
that would be a lot of fun. I grew up doing a lot of professional theater, like locally, so that's something I've always loved. And then Gabby is very artistic. She loves to draw. She's quite the seamstress, so all our outfits our mom helps us put together, but Gabby will sew something on or do a little something. So
since you guys brought up film, and I'm actually a film major, that's how I got into like interviewing and editing and such.
Awesome.
If you guys could act, each of you individually, you guys don't have to have the same one. If you could like remake one of your favorite films and star in it, which film would you choose?
Ooh, that's a great question.
That's hard. Such a great question.
That is hard.
I think for me, it would be La La Land. I'm obsessed with the movie and all the dancing and singing in it. I think would be so much fun. I mean, I love Emma Stone and she did an incredible job, but that would be an amazing role.
That's a good one.
I would feel like Hunger Games, just being like would be kind of cool, you know? That'd be fun,
all the
different, you
stunts.
know? And
That would be
also
so
a good
fun.
one.
Like,
Oh
so
no,
good.
I feel like I have like really a lot to compete against. Those are two like very strong answers. I don't know. Do you guys have any? What do you think?
What could we see?
What
bring
would I?
in?
Yeah.
I like. I'll say I kind of like drama and like dramatic acting.
Yes.
I'm very
Raina
much
can
like
cry on
I'll
command.
cry on command. That's
Yeah.
kind of so. I guess any sort of like drama or like
Yeah.
very emotional
Performance.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And very different answers too.
Yeah.
Would you, because you guys do music, I assume that you have a lot of music video work mixed in with your dance work. Would you ever act in your music videos or maybe direct them and take on a bigger leadership role with them?
Yeah, so we have for the past two music videos that we've created, we've kind of like produced and directed
ourselves,
choreographed, and I edited all of them.
Yeah.
So we've kind of done it all ourselves, which is really fun.
That's been an incredible learning experience.
Yeah.
And it's been definitely like a family project. So our dad helps film, our mom is styling.
Yeah.
It's become like a whole family affair, but that's been really cool to have such a strong role in the creative process. Because as we're writing music, especially with Summer Again, which we released in the summer, we could visualize the music video as we were writing the song, because like the lyrics perfectly lent themselves to this imagery of like going to the beach. And so for us, we just knew exactly what we wanted to do with it. So we were like, might as well do it ourselves.
Yes. And in a future music video, like some monologue type
Yeah.
acting in the beginning would be
Fun
fun
for
and
sure.
cool. Like that'd be so fun.
And with that visualization, whenever you write songs, do you envision them live or how they translate to stage?
Yeah,
For sure.
That's a huge part of
Yeah.
just like our songwriting in general, because performing is a huge part of what we do, and like we love performing. That's like one of our favorite things.
Yeah.
So we definitely are imagining our
The dance, everything, the full performance.
Yeah.
What is that process like to translate it from just an idea to an actual performance? Because there's obviously many stages that you guys go through that as an audience member, we don't see.
Yeah. So I guess it all starts in the studio when we're writing. When our producer comes up with a track, I guess that's when we first really start to come up with some ideas, kind of get in the groove, feel the rhythm. And then based off of that, we kind of come up with ideas and concepts for lyrics, write the song, and then
it's a lot. It's a lot about the visuals. So depending on the song, like even the colors, like what colors do we think would match, and then what style of dance goes with this. So there's a lot of like steps to then get to the final stage.
So like for Don't Need a Reason, which is our bilingual single, I knew, because I came up with choreography for that performance video, I knew since it was very like Latin inspired and wanted to pay a little homage to our roots, that I wanted to draw inspiration from more Latin style dance. So that was something I tried to incorporate in the moves as well.
Yeah. And recently we've been experimenting with like subgenres. So it's really cool to kind of like do some research about, you know, its background and, you know, just fun things like that. So a lot goes behind
the scenes.
Yeah.
I love that. And you brought up Don't Need a Reason, which is your newest bilingual single. With that, what was the decision process like to write a bilingual piece, and how did you decide how much would be which language, etc.?
Yeah, so we wanted to write a bilingual single kind of inspired by our Latin roots. We're 50% Puerto Rican, and our dad's side, they're Puerto Rican, they speak Spanish. We wish he spoke Spanish around us more. So like we would
we're
know.
Not fluent, but this was a great experience to learn more Spanish.
Get more connected in that way. So we knew we wanted to write something kind of inspired by that and drawing from that. And so and then when it came down to the lyrics, we wanted it to be about the power of dance, because that was a huge part of our lives, obviously, and Hispanic culture. So it's all about the power of dance, and has a very upbeat, like danceable track, which is great. And then for the bilingual and the Hispanic and English kind of like mixing of the two, it was pretty natural. Like we had some words that we knew we wanted to use. So
we just kind of incorporated them and threw them into little
we would
parts
fill
of the
in
song.
Blanks.
And our dad helped us with the pronunciation.
That's amazing. And another thing kind of about that heritage aspect, this single was released during Hispanic Heritage Month, and I'm curious, I assume it was intentional, Kind of where that thought process, how that like timeline worked, and then also like what does Hispanic Heritage Month mean to you?
Yeah.
So we actually wrote the song earlier this year with our producer, who's a Latin Grammy winner. So we knew that because this is a celebration of really Latin culture, that might as well release it on the month that is celebrating Hispanic history and culture. So for us, Hispanic Heritage Month is really about connecting with our roots. And we grew up dancing at our abuela's house to Latin music, watching telenovelas. So for us, this was really a way to just connect with her and our culture.
That's amazing. Did you guys celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month growing up, or what was your relationship with the month like?
I just remember in school, like there would be, you would know about Hispanic Heritage Month, and you would learn about like the different months celebrating different cultures. And it was always really cool to see like just everyone getting more in touch with their roots and not being like ashamed of honoring every part of them. So I think it's just really important to honor every part of yourselves, and that's really what we want to do.
Yes. And even though the single just came out, it has been close to a month now. So I'm curious if there's any future projects in the works that we could expect soon.
Yes. Actually, last night we had a writing session with a producer and another writer. So
new music is definitely on the way.
Yes.
Okay. And then any new dance, new media, what can we look out for in the near future?
So of course, creating content always. And then just writing new music for the rest of the year and you know, staying busy.
YouTube, we're gonna start releasing more long form videos on there. That's been a big request. So we're getting into it. Behind the scenes, there's a lot that's moving for the YouTube videos. So just expanding and continuing to have fun.
Keep an eye out.
Perfect. And this has been flying by, but we are getting closer to the end of the interview. So I normally like to say I open the floor, but I guess in this case, like open the Zoom to you. If there's anything you'd like to say directly to your fans, kind of whatever you'd like to share, the space is yours.
Cool. So
to everyone that watched this, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to us. You all are amazing, and if we could inspire you in any way, it's just to go after your dreams. We're doing it now because of you guys, so thank you.
Because of you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
And of course, your new single and all of your socials, etc., will be linked down below.
Awesome. Perfect. Thanks so much for having us.